Hi there. Let's talk about overwhelm and how we shift from feeling overwhelmed to having clarity. Because it's so easy for us to feel really confused or overwhelmed when it comes to building a business, because there are so many options for what we should do next. So many bright, shiny objects that are usually working well for other people. So we look at them and think, oh, they're doing so well on Instagram. Maybe I should be on there. Maybe I should focus on that. Oh, but they're doing great on LinkedIn. Maybe I should focus there. Oh, but they're actually writing a blog and it's gaining great traction. Maybe I should do that. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. There's so much to do. But don't get caught up in that overwhelm. Take a deep breath. Clarity is not far away, and I want to share a few quick tips on how you can get there. So tip number one, the very first thing, make a list. When you're feeling overwhelmed and there's so much to do, make a list. And once you've made that list, prioritize it. What needs your attention most? And put that at the top of the list. What's going to really help your business? Put that at the top of the list. Now, neuroscience tells us that we cannot multitask. It is not neurologically possible. What we do is we pause one task and we jump across to another. And then we break momentum and it's difficult to get back into the groove. So we lose a bit of time and traction. So choose one thing, just one, that you will focus on at a time. Once you've dealt with that one, you can go on to the next one. But for starters, choose one. And like I said, once you've got that goal, you'll be amazed at how you can work through and how that overwhelms, it really lifts, because you're not, should I do this? Should I do that? It's okay, I'm going through the process. Number two, give yourself some slack. It's amazing how often when we estimate how long something will take us or how much is involved, we underestimate. I think we're maybe very positive about, I can get this done. But, all, again, research and, the evidence is things take longer than we think it will. So when you do, estimate a bit of time, try and extend it. Or, be realistic about what you can achieve during that time. So number three, still on time, include a time limit. Schedule some time. So if you say, okay, I'm going to work on my Instagram. I'm going to get to such and such by the end of the month. I'm going to post daily, every second day. I'm going to create a bank of images ready, and I'm going to do it by Thursday. By Friday afternoon, this morning. So just attach a time to it, because that will really increase the likelihood that you will get it done. And of course, you can then go, as I said, to the next one, or work on it the next time you set aside that time. So, work on it for a little while, chunk a bit of time, and then break. Take a good break. So go for a quick walk, go and talk to somebody, set something up. Oftentimes I will have, 2 hours that I'm working on something and I've got pretty much a do not interrupt, but I actually make myself do something at the end of that so that I can't get lost in it. And then I've spent, 7 hours working on content when I should have spent 3. So do actually watch that. Number 4, it's actually getting really specific. Ignore all the bigger goals. For this moment in time, you are wanting to make progress. Because when you do that and you actually work on something, it's amazing how you can get clarity around, other things you're doing. And of course, it gives you that lifts the overwhelm, increases the clarity. So just work on that one for a while. Now, number 5, share it with other people, because that just brings in a natural accountability. You can actually ask for their advice and say, look, I'm really trying to get clarity around this. You know, can I just sound off? Will you be a bit of a bouncing board for me while we run through this? Or you can simply say, oh, I'm actually committing to posting every day. I'm actually going to have that blog article done and up by this afternoon. So just sharing, it does bring in that accountability, and it really increases the likelihood that we'll get it done. And like I said, once you start actually gaining a bit of traction and you're actually doing it, it's amazing how that confusion and overwhelm lifts. Because, the way of the way is the way, as they say. So as you begin walking down that path, the path becomes clearer. But you've got to get out and implement. So there you go, from confusion and overwhelm to clarity. 5 quick points. So I'd really like to know how you're going with your implementation, and if there's any area in particular that you find overwhelming. So leave me a comment below. Thanks.